Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me here today. If you're new, I'm Amanda. Welcome to the community where we are all about shattering the mental health stigma. If this is your first time, welcome. We are celebrating a huge victory today of hitting 50,000 members of the community. Yay! Even though I watched the numbers tick, I kept refreshing to watch it tick over, I was still in so much shock and was so almost overwhelmed with emotion and humbled that it's grown so far. Because I remember when I started the channel and I just wanted to produce content to help people with their mental health. At the time I didn't have any clue about reaction channels. I'd never watched reaction channels. I didn't even know that was a thing, so that wasn't my MO. I just wanted to produce content to support people with their mental health, and the content never really took off. I did some celebrity interviews, I did some just self-help videos and stuff, and they never really got a lot of momentum. And I thought, what's a way that I can authentically share myself and share my story and inspire others and help others in a way that they're going to listen to? And I thought, you know, music has been a big part of my healing journey. For me, it was Linkin Park, and that's been a big part of my healing journey. So how can I utilize music to be able to open up conversation and create this safe community for people? And it was when I was talking to Cindy Von Cleveland, because we knew each other outside of YouTube. We had done a podcast together, and he suggested, why don't you do reactions or something like that? Why don't you talk about how music has impacted you or how a song impacts you? And I thought, that makes perfect sense. And he told me that he had a reaction channel, explain what that was. And I said, okay, you know, maybe I can do this. And I gave it a shot. And even though I'd set at a few hundred subscribers for well over a year, and I would sit there every day and go, do I have a comment? Do I have a new subscriber? And I was just so attached to that, so unhealthy. And I just wanted to watch the community flourish because I knew that I could help people. I knew that I had a message, and I knew that my experiences could help other people. And I ended up doing my Nightwish reaction. I think my first one was The Poet and the Pendulum, and woke up the next day to being monetized overnight. So I went from, I think, about 700 to 1,500 overnight. My channel doubled in size literally overnight. Went to bed, woke up, channel doubled, was monetized overnight. And I say monetized, the only thing that really meant to me was that my channel started being promoted more to the algorithm. I actually don't get, I don't get paid for videos or anything because of copyright. So unless I do vlogs and stuff, I don't get paid for the videos. It's specifically because I want to do this. But for this celebration today, I really, really want to just honor what this community has meant for people and how this dream has come to life. So I'm going to read some of the comments. I'm going to share some of the comments here that I've gotten on this channel. And I'm doing this, number one, to honor you guys as part of the community, to show how far we can come when we stick together, and to remind you that you always have a safe place to come and to talk. That's why we do those mental health live streams every other Friday. You always have a place here to tell your story. So let's hear some stories of some of our subscribers and some of the people dropping by the channel. Josh Anderson says, thank you, Amanda. More than the analysis of snuff, you've enlightened me more of my own struggle than anyone ever before. That was totally unexpected, just like your Slipknot expectations on this song. Your shadow and splitting, these are some key things I've been missing. Thank you for sharing and your explanation. I feel I'm not alone now. I love you, and you'll be okay. You'll be okay too. Leprosy says, I just stumbled across this. I've been listening to this song for decades to the point where it doesn't move me at all. But I do remember how it did back then. But you did. You moved me. I'm in a bad place right now, a dangerous place, but you've given me a reason to hope. I don't know what's going to happen next, but at least I'll be around for it. Thank you. We can find ourselves in dangerous places, and I like to think of it like a video game where the place might be dangerous, the place might be scary. We might just not be ready for that place, but we can always leave that place and go back and get the items that we've missed. We can get potions, we can talk to townspeople, we can always find ways to get around that place, to overcome that level, that castle, whatever the case is, we just might not have the skills yet. We just might not have the items we need. So we might have to go back and find those. We might have to talk to people to help us. But I want you to know that you always have a safe place here, and please reach out if you are needing support, if you're needing help, if you need somebody to help you figure out how to get to the next level. We're here for you. MB says, new subscriber who's just a guitar player, watching reaction videos because it's fun and I love all kinds of music. Came across your channel and Fade to Black was the first of yours I saw today. It's crazy how you find some really positive people who try to do good when you're not even looking. Thanks for the great work. Your channel puts happy deposits, like you said, in our piggy banks. My bank is full today. You fill my bank too, so thank you. Cause Diver says, thank you for giving me an understanding of what my wife was going through. I have never quite got it until now. Thank you. You don't know how much this video helps. Well, you know, Amanda over here saving marriages since 2019. I'm totally kidding. But seriously, I'm really glad to help you and your wife bond on a deeper level and connect and be able to understand each other and hopefully communicate with each other a little more effectively and with a little more patience and empathy. So best of luck to you guys. Lilium Soul says, when you said that the feelings and anxiety are kind of like an entity on its own and of course wants to be relevant, I realized why I'm afraid of being or becoming normal again. I always felt like this is my whole personality, and if it's gone, I am too. Because after such a long time of dealing with mental health issues, you just forget how it is to live without them, at least from my experience. I'm so glad you said that. Maybe now I can work on truly letting it go. Yes, you can. Bear Star says, Amanda Webster, thank you. You make my journey easier. We can all make each other's journey easier just by being here and supporting each other and listening to each other. So thank you for being part of this journey with us. Cornflower of Sweden says, well, this sure beats the heck out of taking meds. I don't get panic attacks, but I get some very bad anxiety and struggle to breathe. I have an anxiety-reducing medication, but I immediately get a hangover like days and have to fight to stay awake and concentrate. Usually it takes 24 hours to recover from the medication. Next time I'll just stagger over to YouTube and let you talk me down for 10 minutes. Thank you. Thank you very much. There's a lot of different skills that we can learn and a lot of different things that we can put in our toolbox, and I'm glad to have added something to yours. Cara Dwayne Caverhill says, Amanda, you inspired me to cry in the best possible way today. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. You're correct. I'm one of those saved lives, one of those lost souls wandering around in the dark you've pointed and guided towards the light. Love and respect. You make a difference. All of us can make a difference. Small differences, big differences, differences in between. Just us being here and the decisions that we make can make big differences in people's lives or big differences for the world. The crying is such a beautiful release, and it doesn't make you weak to cry. It actually makes you very strong to be able to go through an experience that isn't always comfortable and that we don't always know what to do with. That makes you very strong, and I'm glad to be able to give you that release or a way to achieve that release. Mike Major Tom says, this vid fell into my feed while watching Metallica vids. Metallica has always held a special place in my heart. From someone who suffers from clinical depression, PTSD, alcoholism, addiction, and put the gun to his head and decided he still wants to be here, keep fighting, and don't give in to the crappy voice in your head questioning your self-worth. The voice telling you nobody cares. The voice saying you're a burden and it would be better if you weren't around. The voice that tells you, life, everyone, I just want to sleep forever. It's incredibly frustrating every day to walk out into public, see people genuinely full of joy and carefree, and wonder why I can't be that way. But I don't feel alone thanks to posts like this. Stick around because you not only love the people in your life, but also are ready to love the people who are destined to enter your life. The excitement of finding out who those people are or who those people will be keeps me around. That is a beautiful perspective to have. My dad always said, don't give up hope because you never know what will happen tomorrow. Don't give up hope because you never know who's going to come into your life tomorrow. Julia ZJ says, Amanda, wow, I came across your channel with your Nightwish reactions, but I've been drawn to these videos. I have never seen someone tackle mental health issues with absolutely no stigma or taboo. I have never had any severe mental health struggles, but seeing these videos makes a daunting and horrible experience seem hopeful in a way. You talk about these things so naturally. It's made me feel less scared to approach friends or family about struggles that they are having. I'm a teenager and looking to become a psychologist to help people with struggles. Textbooks and psychology videos are great, but videos like these show these experiences in a raw and realistic way. You are doing so much for people struggling and looking to support people. You seriously give me hope. Thank you, Amanda. Well, I'm actually majoring in forensic psychology, so it's kind of like we're cousins. We're in the same general field, so good luck on your studies, and I'm glad that you've brought this point to our attention, because we don't all see and experience and feel the same way. We don't process things the same way. And when we can listen to another person, we can be learning about their experience so that we can expand that and be more empathetic, be more understanding. Even if someone is doing something or acting in a way that we don't agree with, we can try to understand why, and we can try to help that person in a loving way instead of with apathy or with shame or with something that just isn't going to serve them in healing and getting better. Dave Watson says, "Hi Amanda, I just recently found your channel and subscribed." Thank you. "I must say it's a breath of fresh air to know I found a group of people that understand and or are dealing with similar mental health issues as myself. It's a long, hard battle, but now I don't feel alone when confronting my monster. Your community here seems like such caring, loving, empathetic people. A great sigh of relief. It can be so hard dealing with this alone. Another great reaction from you. Keep up the great work, and I hope to be at your live stream on Fridays, and maybe consider a reaction to Stone Sour's ZZYZX Road. Again, keep up the great work, and I hope you have a beautiful week, and most of all, thank you for caring. Thank you for being here, thank you for supporting us and subscribing, and I hope you have a beautiful week as well." Mike Couch says, "Hi, I'm Mike from the county of Cornwall, England, and I just want to say thank you for helping me with my mental health and depression. Your channel has helped me realize that I shouldn't worry about someone's thoughts about me or what they say about me. It's about me fighting for me and the demons in my head, and because you look amazing, thank you, and the content you make just makes me feel more calm, and I appreciate what you do. Mental health is no joke, and I just want to say thank you." Say it again for the people in the back. We do not have to worry about what others are thinking about us or how they look at us or what they perceive us as. All that matters is how we perceive ourselves, because there's always going to be people that don't approve of you, that don't like you, that don't see your worth, that don't love you in the way that you deserve to be loved, and you don't have to associate with those people, and those people don't have to mean anything to you. They don't have to be part of your story, because there's plenty of people out there, 7 billion people in this world, that will absolutely see how beautiful and amazing you are. MKTV says, "Can I say a big thank you to you? If it wasn't after watching your videos, I wouldn't have opened up about my mental health, so massive thank you. I've known for a while something was up, and it wasn't until I watched your video and something you said matched some of the things I did. I'm very proud of you for opening up, and I'm humbled to be able to be the catalyst of what inspired that for you." Johnny Rocket says, "Hey Amanda, I wanted to share a story with you. When I was still in air conditioning tech last year, I ran a call for a lady that reminded me of you. In fact, she told me about your YouTube page. I can't express the positivity you had on me. I feel like I met you myself. I wish I could give you some back right now. I have now been out of work 5 months due to my disability of being legally blind. I wanted to share that you have helped me get through these tough times. I have a hat that my daughters got me that says, 'Normal people scare me.' I feel comfortable here. I appreciate you. You got this. You got this too." That hat is absolutely true, and I'm really glad that you feel comfortable, that you can come here, that you can share, that you can get motivation and inspiration to get you through a really challenging time. It is really challenging. I can't even imagine the things that you're up against, but you're here, you're still pressing through, and you're amazing. Lace Madsen says, "I'm getting clean after years of self-abuse. You helped me, this community helped me, 3 months clean, but I will always be an addict. I just don't use anymore. I've started a new path. What I used to do was toxic. Addiction was basically mandatory. Loved the job, hated the attitude. I tried to help people the way you do. Talking is somehow the best way to get to people, or just listening, to be heard. Thank you, Amanda, for making this space. Thank you to everyone who uses this space. You are all loved, even by the people who listen or read. All love. First and foremost, I'm proud of you, so very proud of you. Secondly, you're right. All love, all love." King Metal Ant says, "I have learned so much from your channel about my self-hate. I struggle all the time with my conscience and still do, but thanks to you, I have learned to do better." Just remember that self-hate isn't actually coming from yourself. I know that sounds really crazy, but we don't come into this world hating ourselves. It's something that's been taught to us because somebody made us feel like we weren't worthy, and you very much are worthy, my love. 11 Bravo says, please react to an empty room by Villain of the Story. I love your channel and your videos. I was diagnosed with PTSD from severe combat trauma over 14 years in the Army. Some days when I'm having a bad one, all I need to do is watch and listen to you. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you for your sacrifice, and I'm glad to be able to bring even the slightest bit of relief to that trauma. Please keep fighting. Luis Restrepo says, I'm going through a heartbreak and been listening to the song nonstop, then I stumble upon your video. It's like having a therapy session. Thank you for doing these videos. Know that your heart will mend, and the heart's a muscle, so yeah, it can get torn down, but when a muscle gets torn down, that's how it grows stronger. It might hurt, but I promise you will heal, and you're still so very loved. Damien Kanyok says, my problems with alcohol, cocaine, ketamine, and bulimia were all my fault. Nothing at all to do with violent and emotional abuse because that never affected anybody at all. Or a recent overdose attempt after the recent passing of my mother, of my kids, my ex-partner. Yeah, all my fault, my problem, who cares? Let's just treat people like that with the apathy they deserve, right? Wrong. We might be damaged, wounded, whatever, but we're still here. Apathy will not cure mental health conditions. Understanding would be a start. Amanda Webster, you speak for me. I'm glad that I can give you a voice, and you're absolutely right. Apathy does not heal hearts. Apathy does not heal the world. Steve says, as a suicide survivor myself, I just want to thank you and say that I'm glad you're still here, and I'm glad you have this channel on here. I really love your reactions to songs, and I love that you still being here gives you a chance to react to these things. You may or may not think you are making a difference, but I want you to know that you are truly and deeply making a difference. Reacting to these kinds of songs is just as important as the song itself, because people that are suffering need to understand that others have been in similar situations and made it through to the other side, and there is hope for all of us. I'm very glad that you are here as well. You're absolutely right. There's always hope. There's always another side to the suffering. Christopher Maher says, hi, I just came up on your channel last week. I'm pretty depressed. I've been to therapy before. After watching the channel and listening, I have decided to go back and try again. It's a little scary because there was a lot I kept hidden and realized I have to be honest with what I'm feeling, but I'm going to try. Thanks for being here. It can be really difficult to try something that has failed the first time or the second, third, fourth, and fifth time. That can be a really difficult thing to do, but sometimes we just have to try things a little bit differently, try it in a new way, and that sounds exactly like what you're doing, and I'm very proud of you. Thank you, every single one of you, all 50,000 of you, and the people that have just dropped by but aren't ready for commitment yet. I understand. But if you haven't already, I really encourage you, when you're ready, to make sweet, sweet love to that subscribe button, give the bell a few kisses so you don't miss any of the content here that can help you with your mental health, help you help someone else, help you understand better what another person is struggling with, or maybe what you're struggling with that you just haven't made sense of yet. Thank you so much to you guys. I just never imagined that this community would flourish and grow in the way it is, but it's such a loving place, and I'm so appreciative that we have this community to share our love, to share our ideas, to share our struggles, to share our wins, just sharing all of these things that some of us, myself included, for years didn't have a place to do so. I didn't have a safe place to land. I didn't have a safe place to open up. And now we all have that. So please continue sharing your stories here in the comments. That's how we shatter the mental health stigma. That's how we grow the community. Share the videos. Share something that inspired you. Talk to someone about it. Ask them how it feels to them, because you never know. They might be just aching inside to get something out. If you share a video, it might give them a way to do just that. I love and appreciate you guys more than you could ever know. I'll see you soon. Here's to the next 50,000. Mwah!